Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in this world. I'm Vanya Silverton, and today, I'd really love to talk to you about the alignment of brilliance because it's something that we are all learning to master and connect with and become more and more and more and more. I mean, we are living very beautiful times where we have got the opportunity to keep moving out of surviving into thriving. And what does that mean? It means moving into your brilliance. And what does that really mean? It means, well, you're choosing to incarnate, you're choosing to be the greatest manifestation of yourself that you possibly can be in the universe. It means that you're choosing to be the one who has realized their truth, their voice, their thoughts, their minds, their creations. You're choosing to be the one who claims their gifts and talents, but also learns to craft them and master them and take them to the next level. And so for me, the alignment of brilliance is a very beautiful thing that we keep moving into more and more and more and more. It's just part of our evolutionary path and part of our path into our greatness, into our brilliance. And if we don't choose that, what do we really choose in our lives, right? If we don't choose that, then we don't really get to heal the big stuff properly. We stay in victim mode a little bit for too long. If we don't choose our brilliance, we get lost along the path. We don't know how to navigate. We don't know where we're going and what we're doing. If we don't choose our brilliance, then who really are we? We get our boundaries are poor. We get pulled into other people's energies all the time. We get become a chameleon, and we change who we are to suit the situation, or we get taken advantage of because we're not claiming ourselves. And so this is a very beautiful alignment. And yesterday I was working with one of my private clients, and that was the question that came up. What stops you from accepting your brilliance? And it's a really big question that we need to consistently and constantly ask ourselves. What stops you from accepting your brilliance? Right? What stops you from accepting your brilliance? And it's important that we ask ourselves this question because oftentimes we reject ourselves. We push our truth away. We're scared of it. We don't want to claim it. We subconsciously want to destroy it and sabotage it, right? And so the ability for us to accept our brilliance is actually quite a big thing. And if you just tune into that now, because we're going to do a little bit of an energy clearing and activation and awakening, right? So we'll use this time together like a little bit of a transmission. If you just sit with that question, and it's a powerful question, what stops me from accepting my brilliance? And notice what happens inside your body. Do you get a sense of hurt, pain, unworthiness that comes up? Do you get a sense of, I don't know what it is? Do you get a sense of, I want to accept it, but I can't? Do you get a sense of, it feels so far away that I don't even know how to be with it? And so the aim of the game is that we sit with this question again and again and again and again. What stops me from accepting my brilliance? What is blocking me from accepting my brilliance? What is inhibiting me from accepting my brilliance? What part of me is sabotaging myself from accepting my brilliance? What part of me is actively denying my brilliance? What part of me is confused about my brilliance? And if we sit with this question and these questions in the multiple different ways, we begin to untangle the knots, the blocks, the shadows, the limitations that stop our brilliance from birthing and incarnating and arriving in your body and in your life. The thing about it is that it is our brilliance that we are often most scared of. Many of us are scared of the truest success of what we're meant to be doing here. Many of us are really scared of actually the great visions that we have and them not being fulfilled. Many of us are really actually scared of how brilliant our light is and how wise we can be and how sharp we can be with our words and how precise we can be, that we're scared of even our own brilliance. So it has a two-layer thing to it. One part is what stops you from accepting your brilliance. And then the other part is what part of me fears my brilliance, fears it existing? What part of me fears myself embodying it, becoming it, knowing it, living it, breathing it, embodying it, speaking it, knowing it? And it's a journey. It's a journey of incarnation. But really, the journey is becoming your brilliance. And so it can be a thing that we have to constantly check in with ourselves and unlock the knots and unlock the fears and unlock the sabotage and unlock and sit with it and breathe through it and release it until we can contact that extraordinary well of light that lives within us. And what we're wanting is we're wanting our brilliance to be such a strong part of us. We're wanting it to be so strong that it lights up our mind and our thoughts and our being and our body. We're wanting it to be a force within us that makes us courageous and brave, that makes us unafraid to step through certain challenges and arrive in new places. And so to welcome your brilliance inside of you is the third part of this. I welcome my brilliance. I welcome it to exist. I welcome it to live within my mind and my heart. I welcome it to communicate with me. I welcome my brilliance to navigate me to my dharma and my destiny. I welcome it. And so I just invite you just for this little moment to welcome your brilliance and say hi. And as you're welcoming it, you might start to feel more of your light having the invitation, the choice, the opportunity to actually start growing inside of you and moving and lighting you up and being more present with you. And some of us need to love on our brilliance, accept it and love on it so much, welcome it into our bodies. Thank you for being here. Thank you for existing. Thank you for lighting me up when I needed to be lit up. Thank you for showing me the way when sometimes it was a little bit murky. Thank you for giving me the guidance and the wisdom. Thank you for for the for the intelligence and the wisdom, because we've all had this brilliance light us up often throughout our lives. But the key is, the choice is to have it lit up constantly, always. And when this happens, when our brilliance gets the opportunity to really be accepted and loved and embodied and embraced and welcomed into our being, we get so strong. We become strong with our boundaries. We become strong with who we are. We become strong with our words. We become strong with what we need to create. We become strong in our beautiful uniqueness. And when we get to this point of being strong and one with our brilliance, we simultaneously become one with the divine. We simultaneously become one with the divine, and at the same time, we're one with our uniqueness. And it's a beautiful moment to arrive at where you can go and say, I know who I am. I know my brilliance. And because I've discovered my brilliance and I've honored it and I've accepted it, I've simultaneously discovered and honored and accepted the divine universe. And I get to live in my brilliance. The universe gets to be magnificent because I've discovered it as a beautiful, wise, loving, prosperous, joyous place. And because I can see the universe around me as this loving, joyous, wonderful, prosperous place, I know that my brilliance can exist more. I know that if I allow my brilliance to exist more, I can create more joy and love and prosperity in my life. And so it becomes a very beautiful, powerful journey of arriving. And arriving is a very powerful thing to do. If we don't arrive as a unique being here, we will always feel lost along the way. We'll always feel we doubt ourselves. We'll always compare ourselves to someone else. But to arrive in your brilliance is a very beautiful power. So I just invite you for this one moment to feel and sense what it feels like to truly, fully arrive in your brilliance. Just feel that beautiful light moving through your body. Just claim it. Just let it activate you. Let it be a seed. Let your brilliance be the seed that activates you even more. Let your brilliance arrive. Let it arrive in your feet, your toes. Let it arrive in your knees. Let it arrive in your womb space, your breasts. Let it arrive in your voice, your eyes, your ears. Let it arrive in all your fingers. Let your brilliance arrive, because it has a place here. Your brilliance has a place on this earth. Your brilliance has a place in your body. Your brilliance has to arrive in your life. And so I just invite you for this one moment just to release all the masks from yourself, all the layers of self-doubt, all the times that you're tangling your energy up in the wrong thing. Just let it all go, cut the cords. All the distortions that you felt around who you are and why you're here, let them all go. Just wash them off you. Sometimes we create layers of untruths that we live out, right? So just wash it all off you, clear it all out, shift it all out, shake it all out. Like some of you got quite a lot of stuff. And just let your brilliance be a force. And I really love some embodiment exercises sometimes. So I invite you to feel your light, your brilliance shining through all your cells, wanting to exist more, right? So it's like shining through and it's like, oh, can I shine more? Can I shine some more? Can I take up a little bit more space? Can I take up a little bit more space? Can I claim more space, right? Can I? And the answer is yes. Your brilliance needs to start claiming and taking up more space more often, because that's how you start to shift the molecules of reality more and more in your life. Your brilliance extends from your being, your body, and becomes a brilliant relationship. It becomes brilliant at your work, brilliant at your crafts, brilliant in your friendships, brilliant in your experiences, right? So it extends. And so one of the beautiful embodiment exercises we can do to allow that brilliance is to start to let it shine out of our body. So inhaling all your brilliant energy through the top of your crown to help it incarnate into your body. So you might want to call that your soul, your higher self, your brilliance, your light. Inhaling, let it all come down, let it activate all the cells in your body. And on the exhale, you're going to breathe it through your cells into your auric field, lighting up your aura and shining out into the world. Inhaling, allowing all your light to arrive, letting it incarnate, you might want to move your body to let it come down. Let it fill up all your cells. And as it fills up your cells, you're contacting your brilliance with your DNA to give DNA some new instructions. And on the exhale, breathe all that light through your cells, your aura out to your body, into the world. And one more time, inhaling, letting this brilliant energy come all the way down through your body, lighting up all your cells. And I want your cells to get fat, bursting, full of your light. Just feel what it feels like for this moment to be full of your own light. Full. Not empty, not searching, full of your own light. And when you feel that fullness of your own light, you will start to feel a sense of safety, a sense of protection inside your own self, a sense of, I've got my own back. The universe has got my back. I've got my own back. I've got me. I've got enough wisdom in me to get through this. I've got enough oomph in me to get through this. I've got enough power. I've got enough vision. I've got enough. Right? I'm full of me. I'm more than enough. So just feel this moment, because it's beautiful to feel your light, your brilliance, filling yourself, your cells up so much that you feel fulfilled with your own frequency. And many of us don't feel fulfilled with our own frequency enough. We fill our bodies with so many other frequencies, right? From social media to addictions to whatever, right? Weird relationships, that we forget to fulfill ourselves with our own frequency first. And this is key. If you fulfill yourself with your own frequency first, your own brilliance first, there's a sense within you that you are self-generating. That means that you live in a universe that's self-generating. You can generate your own love. You can generate your own prosperity. You can generate your own joy. You can generate your own wisdom. You can generate your own bravery. You can generate your own joy, whatever it is, you can generate yourself. And remember what I said to you before, if you become your brilliance, become one with the divine universe. If you're self-generating all this stuff, you're simultaneously letting the universe generate all this stuff for you. And so when we know this, we 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 get stronger in our own sense of self, right? We get more fulfilled and we get more of an oomph to go and do what we need to do. And we stop getting tangled in all these other frequencies that we've been searching for to fulfill us, but actually we're just needing ourselves, our own brilliance to fulfill us. So, can we teach you what it feels like to be so full of your own brilliance that you get filled by your own frequency and all the other frequencies that you've gotten caught in that are not vibing at a high level? Can we just ask for them to all go and release from you? Sometimes we tune into way too many radio stations all at once, right? And we can't even hear ourselves. So let's just ask for all those old frequencies that are not of your brilliance. They can now go. Just wash them off, let them go. And let's allow your brilliance, the brilliance of your frequency, to be the first energy within you. And there's this thing, right? Frequency first. If you are your brilliance and your energy is strong in your system, right? You get to do frequency first, right? What does that mean? Your brilliance becomes the first frequency within your system. Your brilliance becomes the first thought you have. Your brilliance becomes the words you need to speak. So it's really very important that we learn our frequency first, because we want that joy, we want that positivity, we want that wisdom to be the first thing, not all the other chatter that we have inside our brain, not the low emotions that we have. We need our frequency to be first. So can we re-educate your body and your system for your frequency to be first, your unique, brilliant vibrational frequency to be first? The first thoughts in your mind, the first feelings in your body, the energy that makes you act and do what you need to do, your frequency first. And when we do this, we put our frequency first and we let it loose in the world, right? Then we get to use our energy to help shift the molecules of reality because our frequency comes first. If I know that there's a little bit of a sticky situation coming next week, I might have a work meeting or a family thing that has to be dealt with, I send my frequency in first, a week ahead, right? To help bring new energy, to help dissipate the drama, to help re-educate the molecules to behave in a new way. If I'm going into a shopping center, I'm going to put my frequency in first so that before I even arrive there, it's already vibrating with who I am. And if we learn to do this, my frequency goes first, my brilliance goes first. We tell the universe, hey, I'm here. Hello, let's allow some synchronicities and some opportunities and some magic to take place because that's who I am. And we know that we're vibrating with each other. So I've arrived with my frequency first before me as a physio has arrived there. And then it allows that situation, that experience to become more beautiful, right? More interesting, more lessons learned, more synchronicities, more magic moments, more whatever, because we've let our frequency be first. And this is something it's a self-mastery all the time. And the key to all of this is that you have to choose and claim your brilliance first. So if we go back to the original part of this little live, what stops you from accepting your brilliance? What stops you from accepting your brilliance? And then the next question is, if I accept my brilliance, what part of me fears it existing? And if we keep asking these questions, eventually our brilliance is going to start talking back to us and be like, actually, you know what? I do. I live. I'm here. I'm the brilliance is here. Are you going to have to just accept me now? You're going to have to accept this part of me, and you're also going to have to stop fearing it because the brilliance is bigger than the fear itself because you're super brave anyway. So let the fear and the non-acceptance just fall away. But we sometimes have to ask these questions to untangle the dialogue that our little neural pathways have developed over time, right? And that's why asking certain powerful questions can be a really potent and powerful thing to do, often to untangle ourselves so that we return back to our truth. So I invite you, gorgeous being, just to breathe in your brilliance and breathe it out. I invite you in this moment to one hand on your heart, one hand on your stomach or womb space or whatever feels good, and just accept your brilliance. Accept it. Drink it in, breathe it in. And when you're ready, just opening your hands up and gifting your brilliance to the world. Your frequency goes first. And just let it shine. Let your brilliance shine into all areas of your life, your wheel of life, your home, your family, your relationships, your whatever, work, future projects. Let your brilliance shine there. And through this, our frequency goes first, and then you witness the molecules of reality reorganizing itself to reflect your magnificence back, right? Because if my brilliance shines out and I'm one with the universe has to reflect it back. And yeah, sometimes the reflection back isn't always the ultimate brilliance that we are, because there's a lesson to be learned. There's something we need to tweak inside of ourselves. There's something we need to look at and go, okay, I'm out of alignment there. Or actually, no, I haven't truly stepped into my brilliance here. And that's why I'm creating an energetic match for this other experience. Right? So all of this, and if we keep this awareness that everything in this universe is colluding to make you brilliant, then we stop blaming people and situations. We stop feeling the victim and we start to play with life, right? We start to play, oh, okay, this is a little bit out of alignment. What am I going to learn here? What part of me needs to step up? What part of me needs to voice something? What part of me was like, oh, actually, I probably should listen a little bit more. So each of these situations where your brilliance isn't completely reflected back is because you're needing to learn something to get back into the totality of your brilliance so you can fully arrive. And this is how evolution and our incarnation simultaneously work together. And it's good to know these things. I think it's really important that we learn to understand the energetics and how everything maps itself out. Because one of the things that I am so fascinated with is, how do you embody your soul's brilliance? How do you incarnate? How do you create your prosperity from your gifts? How do you live in joy? Right? These are the big questions I'm constantly at. How do we play in this magical universe? Because brilliant people, right? The brilliant people are the pioneers. We're the ones that sometimes go first, the first ones in our family to do something, the first ones to break a chain of limitation, the first one to create something that has never been created before. So there is this element of being at the frontier of evolution all the time, right? And it's exciting and interesting. And there's a big place of the unknown. But in that, your brilliance gets to manifest. Your brilliance gets to manifest. And that's what we want to play at, right? Where our brilliance is manifesting. That we're standing at such that peak edge of life, of evolution, where we get to be ourselves, our frequency goes first, and we get to manifest our brilliance into reality more and more for it to reflect back. And that's exciting. That changes things. That raises reality. So play with all of this stuff, but know that you're brilliant. Know that you're brilliant. I think it's a very important thing to do. So let's see if there's anything else I need to say on that. Sometimes it just all comes through and down. It was really powerful. And I've been working with my private clients. It was like, the universe I was working with, I was like, you haven't accepted your brilliance. You haven't accepted your brilliance. You haven't. And it was really interesting how much she was fighting, sabotaging, not wanting her brilliance to arrive. So be prepared to come across some parts of you that just don't want your brilliance to exist. But it's a choice. What part of you do you want to exist? Do you want to live in the sabotage, or you want to live in your brilliance, right? And so as we worked through this one question, what stops you from accepting your brilliance, we got to a point where it was finally like, actually, I've got this. It is here. And so it's a power, and the results that it's going to produce are going to be amazing. So play with that one, play with that one. And yeah, and I'm also, if you are someone who really wants to play at the level of brilliance, whether you're a coach or a healer or a teacher or a leader, or just know that you're here to do some bloody amazing work, and you really need to step into your brilliance, and you really need someone to help you to remember who you are, show you who you are, help you claim who you are, give you all the skills and strategies to do that, then I'm opening up my slots for coaching this year, for 2024. So you can come DM me or message me or something like that if that's interesting, if you want to work at close proximity, one-to-one with me. We have some amazing shifts in the sessions. I had one client yesterday. Was it yesterday? Oh, it seems like this week's. Yeah, it was yesterday. And I just channel for her. Like the whole sessions are just literally channeling. She's like, I don't even want to talk. This is my intention, channel. And I just channel the whole universe for her. So I'm actually really good at channeling people's dharma and their destiny and what needs to shift and change. And so all the sessions I do are just pure channeling. And it's powerful because I've learned that my words are powerful, right? Frequency first. And certain words can unlock, certain words can awaken, certain words can take you to another level. And so it's all been channeling. These sessions been great because I love to channel. And she said to me, you know what? I thought the last session was really powerful. And then I do the next session with you and it's even more powerful than the next one. And then I do the next session with you and it's even more powerful than the next one. And you just blow my mind all the time. And I'm like, yeah, because what we're doing with each session is we're taking you on such a profound journey, multidimensionally through you, for you to arrive and incarnate and step into your brilliance, that each time we do a session, you shift and change and upgrade. So then the next session that comes along, we can go to another level, right? So you can shift and upgrade to that level and so on and so forth. So it's been very interesting when you start to work at this level of brilliance, how quickly you can shift things, how quickly you can move out of stuff and move into deeper alignment. So just letting you know the potentials and possibilities that are available to you. So if that is for you, come and DM me. And otherwise, what else has been going on is that my new website is almost done. It's done. I'm just waiting for everything to shift and change and turn over from one website to the other. And of course, there's technical difficulties, but I'm thinking it's because the year of the dragon is coming and I just have to wait for the year of the dragon to arrive so it can birth itself in the year of the dragon. But I have the most amazing year for you. I have this whole year-long experience. You can come for 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. It's courses, it's retreats, it's certifications, it's masterminds, and we journey together for a whole whatever you want to choose. Because I'm putting seasons in my work. So we're going to have the mystic season, which is coming up. Then we're going to have the temple season and then the creator season. And the mystic season, which is coming up, we've got a mystic ceremony initiation next weekend. So come to that. Everyone should come to that. We have the oracle cards, which have arrived. If you haven't got a pack of those, they're there. I'm doing a 3-day free oracle webinar. So come and have a look at that. And then we've got a psychic mastery mastermind. And then my channeling. I'm doing a channeling certification. So if you want to learn how to channel in a very beautiful, profound way, then there is a channeling certification that will come up in March. I wish I had the website to direct you to, but I'm hoping it's going to be here in the next 1 or 2 days. If not, DM us and we will send you out. We'll send you out the links that we do have. But it's going to be amazing. I can't wait. Maybe I should just send out all the links anyways, as they are. But we've been working so hard behind the scenes. I've literally done a massive upgrade in all my work, really to come into brilliance. My brilliance, the work that I need to bring so that people can step into their brilliance. And the whole system, it's like a whole energetic system that will teach you how to become a channel, a coach, a leader, a mentor, a speaker. And it's one system that you can use in multiple ways to create copy, to speak, to channel, it's blowing my mind. It's like if you can imagine, this doesn't sound too far out, a multidimensional flower of life that everything folds into each other. There's this system that has come down that's just going to fold through you to make you grow and elevate. And I'm getting goosebumps all over me. It's amazing. And I've had to, in order for me to claim it and deliver it to you, I've had to do so much work. I've had to let go of old websites, old platforms, change all the everything over from one platform to the other let go of some of the courses I was teaching because they've rebirthed themselves to another level. So it's been a very big journey of claiming my brilliance on one level, but really ultimately the brilliance that the universe has for all of us and how we can quickly step into our brilliance. And I can't wait to show you a very fast, quick way of doing this. So hang around. There's stuff coming. I'm just waiting for the technical bits to solve themselves. And I think I'm probably just waiting for the year of the dragon to begin so that we can begin. So everything has its divine timing, right? You can't push these things sometimes. So yeah. And the other thing that happens, one more thing. I made this on, when was it? I got my period. I'll tell you my whole life here. I got my period. And this owling was given to me by a beautiful friend. And she gave it to me almost 2 years ago. And it sat there for 2 years. And I finally was able to make it. And it's got some beautiful labradorite and some moonstone, but it's a smudging stick, right? So you can use it to clear out and smudge. And it marks the end of an old cycle. So for me to be able to complete this beautiful piece of work, and I do believe that we have to create our own shamanic tools because the journey it takes to create them allows us to use them in a more profound way. Is I had to wait for an end of an old cycle. So that end of an old cycle, right? And I had been on a bit of a shamanic journey over the last couple of years, finished last week. So I think everything's moving, like the old calendar, the old cycle, a new cycle's about to begin, the year of the dragon's happening, so I'm just surrendering to this, but otherwise I can't wait to take you on the most amazing journey this year. I really have so much for you. There is new masterminds. We have Femme Fortune. We have a Illuminated Prosperity course. We have a channeling course, a coaching course. We have, there's so much. There's the Dynasty of Light. We're doing Creating Abundance Intensive again. I'm not doing the retreats because I've got to go to my grandma's 90th birthday in August. So the retreats won't happen this year, but they'll happen next year. There's just a lot. There's a lot going on. I'm like, can I do it all? And the answer is, I'm going to have to because it's part of how we grow, right? Sometimes we know and we see our brilliance. We know that brilliance is meant to manifest and incarnate. That's what we're here to do. And this is a powerful moment when we go, this is what I'm meant to do. Like, really, this is what I'm meant to do. And I shook that tree of life for a couple of years to work out what I'm meant to be doing. And now I know what I'm meant to do, but it's too big. If I'm to be honest with you, I think some reasons why it's taking a little bit of time to come through and all the technology is because it's too big. I feel that what I need to bring is too big for me to deal with and is capable of. I feel it's too big, right? So what does that mean? And this is what happens for a lot of us. We step away from our brilliance because we feel it's too big. So do I step away from it, or do I just go, you know what? I'm going to have to learn to grow into it. I'm going to have to learn to grow into my brilliance. And so I invite you all to grow into your brilliance. Sometimes life will challenge you and put extra pressures on you and it feels too big to do. But we're going to have to pull up our own bootstraps, find our bravery, find our wisdom and our intelligence, get that extra energy, wake up a little bit earlier and make it happen. Make it happen. But yes, I'll put the link in this chat somewhere. Maybe I put the link to the website. It's coming. I just haven't got all the links properly, but maybe I message you, Tanya, or something like that. But it's going to be amazing, and I really hope everyone comes along for the ride. You'll find things. I've set it up in a way that you can come for the whole year, right? For those that, and you'll get, a lot of courses and stuff like that. Or you can come for a season. Some of you might just want to master a season, like channeling and intuition or embodiment or creation and money and stuff like that. So I've blocked it into seasons so you can choose a season. And some of you might just want to come for the masterminds and not do the certification. So I've tried to find ways to make it accessible for whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever level and whatever you can fit in with your time. And I also want to try and find ways to play. So we're going to do things for like £8 that are like high value, and make things all different price points, because I'm also a big believer in everything should be as accessible as possibly can. The certifications are a little bit more intense. They require more work, more dedication, so they'll be at a higher price. But our ceremonies and our initiations will be at very, very low prices, just for you to come and have. So there'll be something for everyone somewhere. So I invite you to take a piece of brilliance, eat it, and reform yourself to become the best version that you can be. Thank you so much for being here. If you're watching the replay, hello. Sending you so much love, so much joy on this path. Um, what a journey, huh? This journey is not always the easiest journey. But I leave you with the cards, and the card that's come up is collective. And what's been coming up for me recently is, and some of the reasons why I had to change the way I was working is if we create a field of extraordinary, brilliant people working towards their excellence and their life mastery, then the field gets more magical, and it makes it easier and easier and easier for us to manifest and grow and shift and change. So the collective is a powerful thing. Where do you choose? What collective energy do you choose to tap into? What collective energy is your brilliance connected to, right? And how can you shift the collective energy so that your brilliance doesn't get affected by the lower energies? So that would be my little card message for you. Sending you so much love, feeling so much love here. As always, I love doing this work. Thank you for being on this journey. Come hang out, come DM me, come, I don't know, I'll give you some links soon. I really hope it all starts to fall into place. We've all got the dates set in. Maybe I send a little post of all the dates that are coming, so you can block them out in your calendar. But big kisses, everyone. So many familiar faces here. Paulina loves the cards. They're amazing. Do you know what someone said? That these cards throw a punch. I'm like, they do throw a punch, because they help you to reveal the truth. And someone else was giving a reading. They said, yeah, I did some first ones for my mum, and the first cards were really nice and gentle and very kind, and like, encouraging, and da da da. And then then the truth came out afterwards. I was like, that's so funny. The cards kind of like made you believe, or led you in gently, and then they prepared you so you could hear the truth. And they have a magic to their own. We're going to do a practitioner course in London, I think, as well. But they are really beautiful and powerful cards. People, I love you. Enjoy your evening. Big kisses. We're going to do the mystic season next. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Mystic season is coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Like, I'll drop some stuff tomorrow. Good night. Good night. Good night.